Hello, my fellow booktubers. I hope you're all having a great day today. Today, I'm going to be giving you guys another book review in which I will be reviewing R.A. Salvatore's first chapter in his Crimson Shadow trilogy, The Sword of Bedwyr. Now, The Sword of Bedwyr follows a nobleman known as Luthien Bedwyr, who is living in a land under the control of an evil wizard king known as Green Sparrow, who is corrupt, causes pain, and shows no mercy towards anyone throughout the land. Luthien Bedwyr, he mainly lives on an island away from all this, doesn't want to have anything to do with it, but his time then comes and he is forced to make a decision after his best friend Garth Brooks is murdered by one of the Cyclops soldiers that Green Sparrow controls. This now starts the revelation right there, where he now strikes into the full force of being the chosen one and ending the whole chaos and darkness that Green Sparrow has laid upon the land of Eredor, which I believe that's how you say the name of the place that this takes place in. After reading this book, I'm going to award it a good 4.5 out of 5 stars. So beginning with the plot, I really enjoyed it. It was well paced, had a lot of action, and it was pretty easy to read. Like, I didn't at all have to go back and reread parts because I missed something. No, I kept up with it hands down. I read through it real quickly, and I'm not one of the fastest readers, but this story kept me entertained to where I just wanted to know more, get through it, find out what happens next, and so on. It was that well put together that I was just blown away by what R.A. Salvatore brought in this story. Now, however, I did at few times feel that it was always the good guys winning everything, and I really didn't get to see much of the bad guys winning somewhat, because to me it just felt like all the good guys are all unstoppable and they're always going to win. I kind of wanted to see a little bit of more failure in this story as well, because we all can't succeed at everything. We do have to fail sometimes in order to grow and fix our mistakes, so that way we can succeed later on. That was one thing I thought this story was lacking in, and if it had that, it would have gave the story more realism to it instead of just being totally 100% fantasy with nothing else. And I really just felt like that really needed to be in this story more, because if it was, I would have for sure given this a perfect score. But 4.5 out of 5 stars still is pretty good, but that was the reason why I had to go down in the ratings, because it was lacking the failure aspect in this story. Then we come to the characters. We have Luthien, the main character. Then we have Brandon Armor, I say how you say his name. He's the wizard of this story. Then we have Oliver, who's a halfling. We have Catherine, who's Luthien's love interest. We have Green Sparrow. He's the main antagonist, though however we don't see much of him, and that's another thing I didn't like about the story, is he gave Green Sparrow the side character treatment instead of a main character treatment, where he gave him very little text time in the story at all, which I really don't like it when authors do that to the main antagonist. He always gets that side character treatment role instead of his main character treatment role like he's supposed to get, where he should be getting plenty of page time, like 50, 60 plus pages or more. The other characters we have, like Luthien, Oliver, Brandon, or so, however you say the wizard's name, yes, they got plenty of it. We learn more about them. We learn, like, Oliver, he's like a highway halfling who likes to rob people. Luthien, he's the main character, and by the wizard, he's said to be like the chosen one, the free fighter who's gonna lead everyone, like humans, elves, and dwarves who have all been like enslaved by Greensboro, to a revolution in ending this darkness and bringing peace back to the land. So we do learn more about the other characters. They are well developed, but it's just the main antagonist, Greensboro, who's just lacking. And that was one thing that I just didn't like about the story, next to the whole like not having much failure in the story as well. And the action and the writing that also happened. Like I said, there's plenty of action. The writing, easy read, didn't at all feel difficult to me. Once again, like this story, so easy that it's something that anyone could read pretty much. And it's got plenty of action that people who read fantasy will love this type of story. Even though written 1990, like 5 or so, it's a perfect story that anyone can read. And it's a good example to see like how R.A. Salvatore writes, because after reading this trilogy, I actually was more interested to see what else this guy has to read. And I'm going to be reading more of his work and giving reviews on it, because he's just proven to me that he's actually a well worth writer that I find that needs to get more credit for than what he really is getting at the moment, because he's proven that he deserves to be writing fantasy. And that's all I gotta say about this story. Hope you all enjoyed this review, and if you like it, remember to hit that like button down below and subscribe to this channel. I post videos every Friday, and I try to post more throughout the week. Once again guys, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.